Hi everyone and welcome back to HomeHeadChef. Today we're going to be making chicken noodle soup. Everyone loves chicken noodle soup and everyone has a recipe for it. Today I'm going to be sharing mine with you. The thing that we're going to do different is we're going to start by roasting our chicken in the oven with some herbs, and why that's going, we're going to work on the actual soup portion of it. So let's step up to the cutting board and see what we need. For the chicken, you're going to start by preheating your oven to 375. We're going to need 2 chicken breasts, some olive oil, some salt and pepper, and about a tablespoon of rosemary and thyme. We're going to cover our chicken with a little bit of olive oil. Give it a rub. We're going to season it with a little bit of salt and pepper and our thyme and our rosemary. Make sure we do both sides. We're going to get this in the oven that's at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until the internal temp hits 165. For the rest of the soup, we're going to need 2 tablespoons of olive oil, half of an onion chopped, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 2 stalks of celery chopped, 2 carrots chopped, a teaspoon of thyme, 8 ounces of noodles, a tablespoon of parsley, 4 quarts of chicken stock, salt and pepper, and about let's say 2 tablespoons of white wine. We're going to start by adding our 2 tablespoons of olive oil into a stock pot. We're going to heat this up and we're going to saute up our vegetables. In with our onions, our carrots, and celery. We're going to want to saute this up for a couple minutes until it's nice and soft. We're going to season with a little bit of salt and pepper. Going with our garlic and our thyme, and we're going to cook this for about another minute. Now we're going to go in with our white wine. Give this a couple seconds to cook off the alcohol. Now we're going to go in with our chicken stock. We're going to bring this up to a simmer. Once the soup is up to a simmer, we're going to add in our noodles. We're going to want to let these go for about 7 to 8 minutes. It's going to soften up the noodles and the carrots. Now, depending on what noodles you use, you'll want to go by that. Once noodles are done, chicken should be just about done. We're going to shred that up, throw it in our soup, and then we're going to get a bite. Alright, our chicken is done. We're going to let this cool for a few minutes before we start to shred it up. Now, if you want to, you can just cube this up and throw it into your soup. I like to shred it. I think it adds a different texture to it. And just get in here with 2 forks and just start to pull it apart. We don't want it too small, but we don't want it too big. And that's about the size pieces we're looking for, maybe just a little bit smaller. I like to roast the chicken because I find that it gives a different flavor to the chicken noodle soup. Now, you don't want to waste any of those juices. Just toss the chicken around in it. Now we're going to add this into our soup. Soup's hot, the chicken's good to go. We're just going to transfer this in. Gonna give it a stir. Make sure it's all evenly incorporated. We're gonna finish up with our little bit of parsley just for color. Give that a stir. Alright, now let's plate this up. Now, I'm pretty sure I don't need to teach you how to plate this. It's very simple. We're just gonna ladle it right into our bowl. Make sure we get a little bit of everything in there. I can serve this with crackers, some buttered bread. There you go. Now let's get a bite. Now, the best part of cooking is eating. Let's make sure we get a little bit of the onions, the carrots, the celery, the chicken. Get the perfect spoonful. Man, that's so good. The carrots are soft, along with the other vegetables. The chicken's juicy from it being baked. You get the herbs from the soup base and all over the chicken. It's really good. If you like what we're doing, you can also check us out on Facebook. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time.